David Wygant here, 10-minute daily reality check, January. Man, how I can overthink things sometimes. It makes me annoyed, pissed off. Over the Christmas holidays, I was really monitoring cryptocurrency. The only three that I was really looking at was Litecoin, Etherium, and Bitcoin. I saw many opportunities to buy in. I saw some really good dips. And I also know that the week between Christmas and New Year's is just one of those weeks where people will just kind of take profit. Not much buying activity is going on. People want to cover bills and, well, they want to end the year with more money in their bank account. And it's all psychological. And I understand psychology really well. Well, one of them, Etherium, however I'm pronouncing it, has gone way up this week. And once again, I learned another lesson. Man, I'll tell you, this lesson made me feel grumpy, made me feel irritable. I'm thinking to myself, how many more fucking times am I not going to listen to my gut instincts? My gut told me to buy. My gut told me to put the money in. My gut told me to do it. And then my head, that fucking head that we listened to over and over and over again, kept saying, just wait till next week. Next week will be fine. Wait for the dip in next week. Well, now I got to wait for the dip in next week because it went way up. Your gut says yes, your head says no, and that's the biggest battle. There was a documentary I watched the other night about your brain that lives inside your gut. If you take a look at your intestines and you take a look at your gut and you take a look at your brain, they still have the same squigglies and all this other thing going on up there. Without getting too scientific, supposedly cortisol is manufactured in your gut and not your brain. But yet every single day we listen to our head that tells us not to talk to the woman, not to do this, not to take a chance, not to do this, to eat this. Our gut's not telling us to go eat sugar. Our gut's not telling us to go drink alcohol. Our gut's not telling us to go and smoke pot or do drugs. It's our fucking heads. Our heads are ruling our life. And when you allow your head to rule your life, you're not listening to your gut. Gut instinct is a real thing. It's not made up. It's real. So my huge aha moment, my biggest moment, which keeps coming up for me over and over again, screw New Year's resolutions, is I do not listen to my gut enough. I allow my head to over-rationalize, over-analyze, and overthink. It's like that scene from the movie Animal House. Do you remember that one? On one side with his head, on the other side with his gut. The gut was telling him to be a good guy and take her home. She's drunk. Don't take advantage of her. The head, on the other hand, was saying, fuck her, fuck her, fuck her. Take advantage of her. He listened to his gut, and it turns out that she was underage. Our head will overanalyze things all day long. It's everything we do. Our head thinks that we need to have complex systems in meeting people. Our head needs to think that life needs to be more complex because our head is so complex. It's constantly evaluating and breaking things down. Do you know how many men that come to me to be coached and they sit there and they vomit shit from their head nonstop? About how hard it is to go and have a simple conversation with a woman because, and they list all these things, that she looks like she's not willing to talk right now. She doesn't look happy right now. Everybody in the world is watching them right now. He'll never be able to go back to the same gym, the same Whole Foods, the same coffee shop if he gets shut down because everybody's going to be talking about him. Head, 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 head. That's what it is. It's all head. All heady stuff, nonstop. Nobody gives a fuck about you because everybody's in their own head 24/7. It's the most ultimate form of mental masturbation out there. When you allow your head to literally rule your life because the head is going to say no. Your gut says yes, your head says no, and your head will convince it. It's almost like a court of bodily law. In this corner, we have the head. In this corner, we have the gut. The head will now state its case, and the head states its cut. The gut so wants to do something. The gut feels so good about it, but the head is going to rationalize it nonstop. non-stop, literally fighting the gut, beating the gut down, that the gut doesn't feel good anymore. And the gut instinct that was so pure and so amazing, whatever it might be, is literally shit down the toilet. Every morning when you go to the bathroom, you're literally wiping your gut instincts away. You're literally shitting your gut instinct down into the sewer system. The first pure thoughts of the day are usually gut instincts. The thoughts at night when you're quiet and you meditate and you calm your mind down are pure gut instinct. We spend billions and billions and billions of dollars on things that calm the head down, from therapy to coaching, to drugs, to alcohol, to meditation. There's a $4,000 meditation device that you plug into your head to calm yourself down. My mother spent her entire life on Valium trying to calm her head down. Then she went to more prescription drugs. She loved those. She went to Xanax. She went to the opiates. She went to the antidepressants, all to calm her head down. There are books written on back pain. That back pain is all in your head and it's all emotional. There's books written on stomach pain. When you have chronic disease like Crohn's and other things, it's all in your head. They talk about people who cured themselves of cancer because they stopped thinking about it so much in their head and allowed their body to naturally cleanse and allowed their gut to take over. But our head constantly rules us. So in 2018, I am going to start keeping a journal. And in that journal, I am going to say yes to what my gut says. Every time I've got a gut instinct, I am going to write it down. Literally, going to write it down. And I'm going to act upon it. Shoo! Wow, I'm not going to let my head convince me at all. I'm not going to go and Google something, overread, overanalyze, over-mentally masturbate at all. I am going to trust my gut. 2018 is going to be the year of my gut. That is my intent. I am no longer going to flush my gut instinct into the toilet. Nobody else deserves that amazing gut instinct. I'm going to stop my head from chattering me out of things. And I'm going to trust my gut on every single level. George Costanza did it in Seinfeld when instead of the tuna on rye, he ordered the chicken salad on rye. When he told that woman that he was short, fat, and bald and lived with his parents, would she still be willing to go out with him? And she said yes. Maybe George Costanza lives in our gut. And maybe the overanalyzation of yourself and every overanalyzed character in the world, from Felix Unger, from the original Odd Couple, to just about every other character on TV that overanalyzed themselves nonstop, they all didn't listen to their gut, because the majority of people will stay in their heads and allow their heads to control their lives. So join me in the Say Yes to the Gut 2018. Yes to the gut. I want you to write down right now, I want you to write down what your gut is thinking right now. Then I want your gut to pass this podcast all over the place to other people who need to listen to their gut, who are mentally masturbating their days away inside their head. And join us. Say yes to your gut. Say yes to your instincts. Say no to your head. The second your head starts battling your gut needs to step up and literally fucking shoot magic acid to your brain so it kills all those thoughts, because that's really what stomach acid is. Stomach acid is literally shot to your mouth and shot to your brain to get rid of those really ridiculous thoughts. Maybe I'm exaggerating a little bit, but you get my point. Say yes to your gut. That's it. 10-minute daily reality check. Under 10 minutes today. The message is good. The reality is you're going to listen to your gut and you're going to ignore your head. I'll see you tomorrow.